Good morning students. Today lecture number is 12 and today's date is 3rd May 2020. Now in our last lecture we have seen users of accounting information. Now today discuss our next topic, that is terminology of accounting. So in accounting there are so many terminology. Okay, but before that what do we mean by terminology? हम किसको बोलते हैं terminology? So as we know, education is provided in different fields and education is also acquired in different fields, and each individual takes education in the field of his choice. यानी हर इंसान एजुकेशन कैसे लेता है, वो अपनी चॉइस की फील्ड में लेता है ना, उसको जिसमें इंटरेस्ट है वो. नाउ ईच एजुकेशन फील्ड हैज इट्स ओन टर्मिनोलॉजी, यानी कि हर एजुकेशन फील्ड में उसके खुद की वोकेबुलरी है, यानी उसके खुद के कुछ मीनिंग्स है, कुछ वर्ड्स है जिसका मीनिंग वो टर्मिनोलॉजी एक्सप्लेन करता है. सो हियर in accounting also there are so many terminology. So in accounting there are total 46 terminology are there. How many? 46. Now we'll see one by one. So very first, that is business transaction. We start with business transaction. So what is business transaction? So before this, what is transaction? So transaction means what? The exchange of goods and services between goods and services or against money. यानी कि what is transaction? So exchange of goods and services against goods and services and against money. That is what transaction. Now this transaction takes place in business. It is known as business transaction. Okay. Now I have written meaning of this business transaction. What is that? Business transaction means exchange of product or service of business between two or more persons. Between two or more persons in the form of cash or on credit. In the form of cash or on credit. So what is business transaction? So first, it is an exchange. It is a exchange of what? So product or services. Product or services of business between two or more person. Between two means minimum 2 person चाहिए हमें for the business transaction. Okay, or more than 2. In the form of cash or on credit. In the form of cash means what? When we do transaction, cash takes place immediately. Either we receive cash or we pay cash. And credit means what? The cash receipt and payment will take place on future. So that is what business transaction. Now business transaction means an act of business. Business transaction means what? It is an act of business. Act of business means what? So whenever we do any transaction in business, it is known as what? Act. So when business transaction take place in business, when business do any act, that is why it is known as what? Business transaction means an act of business. Okay, then business transactions are economic transactions. Business transactions are economic transaction. Now what is economic transaction? So I have written economic transactions means a transaction which can be measured in terms of money. What is economic transaction? The transactions which can be measured in terms of money. यानी ऐसे ट्रांजेक्शन जिसको हम मनी में मेजर कर सकते हैं उस सबको क्या बोलते हैं हम? इकोनॉमिक ट्रांजेक्शन. सो बिजनेस में जनरली कैसे ट्रांजेक्शन टेक प्लेस करते हैं? इकोनॉमिक. एंड वी आल्सो रिकॉर्ड transactions in books of account, those which are measured in terms of money. Okay, so this is what business transaction. Now here there are two types of business transaction: cash and credit. Cash and credit. Now what is cash transaction? For example, purchase goods in cash. For example, purchase goods in cash. So in this transaction we have purchased the goods against the cash. It means we pay cash immediately. Okay, so whenever in any transactions we pay cash or we receive cash immediately, that is cash transaction. And second one, that is credit. Credit means what? Receipt and payment of money will take place on future date. ट्रांजेक्शन तो आज हो जाएगा लेकिन पैसा आज नहीं मिलेगा. कब मिलेगा? फ्यूचर में. यानी एक्सचेंज हो जाएगा गुड्स एंड सर्विस का, लेकिन उसका पेमेंट कब होगा? फ्यूचर में. तो ऐसे ट्रांजेक्शन को क्या बोलते हैं हम? क्रेडिट ट्रांजेक्शन. सो कैश ट्रांजेक्शन एंड credit transaction. Okay, so this is the meaning of business transaction. Okay, now so this is what business transaction. Now we have to remember three things in business transaction. Now which are they? So first, there must be an exchange. First point is what? There must be an exchange of goods and services or product और services. किसका exchange होना चाहिए? Product और सर्विसेज, क्योंकि आइदर हम प्रोडक्ट का बिजनेस करते होंगे या तो हम सर्विस का बिजनेस करते होंगे, आइदर हम प्रोडक्ट परचेज करते होंगे या तो हम सर्विस परचेज करते होंगे. ओके, सो देयर मस्ट बी एक्सचेंज ऑफ प्रोडक्ट एंड सर्विस. दैट इज द फर्स्ट पॉइंट. नाउ सेकंड पॉइंट, दैट इज व्हाट? यू मस्ट नीड टू पर्सन. We must need two persons for business transaction. Now who are they? So one person is buyer and second person is seller. So minimum two person must be required for business transaction and maximum that is unlimited, है ना? Then third point, that is cash. The transaction must be on cash or credit. Cash or credit. Now what is cash transaction and what is credit transaction? So when payment of cash is made immediately, then it is called cash transaction, and when payment of cash is made in future, that is credit transaction. So पैसों की लेन देन प्रेजेंट में होनी चाहिए या तो फ्यूचर में. So ये तीन पॉइंट्स इंपॉर्टेंट है फॉर एनी बिजनेस ट्रांजेक्शन. फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज एक्सचेंज ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विस, सेकंड दैट इज मिनिमम टू पर्सन्स, एंड थर्ड वन दैट इज पेमेंट एंड रिसीट ऑफ कैश इमीडिएटली और इन फ्यूचर डेट. ओके, सो दिस इज the meaning of business transaction. Okay, now second point, that is event. Second point is second terminology of accounting, that is event. Now what is event? So generally we understand event means what? So any performance or any get together or any program, that is what event. But in accountancy, event has different meaning because, as I said, each field has its own vocabulary and each field has its own terminology. So in accountancy, meaning of event is different. Okay, so in accountancy, what is meaning of event? So event is recognized as an incidence. In accountancy, event is recognized as an incidence. Now it means situation or result created. It means what? Situation or result created from transaction. So in accountancy, from any transactions, if result or situation is created, then that is known as what? Event. यानी हम बिजनेस करते हैं तो बिजनेस में जो ट्रांजेक्शन्स करते हैं और उस ट्रांजेक्शन से जो रिजल्ट आता है वो रिजल्ट क्या कहलाता है? Event. Okay, so here I have given example. For example, suppose we have done sales of rupees 5,000. We have done sales of rupees 5,000. So this sales is an act. This sales is an act. Act means transaction. It is a transaction. As we have discussed in our first terminology, a transaction is what? It is an act of business. So sales is an act of business. It is a one kind of transaction. Now, second, from sales we minus. What we minus? Purchase and purchase expense. Purchase and purchase expenses are minus from sales so that we get profit. So suppose we have purchased these goods in 3,000 and to purchase these goods we have paid 500 rupees wages. So total cost is how many? 3,500. So this purchase is also an act. It is a transaction, and this wages paid, it is also an act. Okay, act means transaction. Then this total of purchase and wages, that is how many? 3,500. So our total cost is how many? 3,500. So we have sell these goods in 5,000 and we receive these goods in 3,500. So this 15 rupees is our profit. Now this profit is what? It is a result. It is a result, and thus it is an event. It is an event. जो हमारा रिजल्ट आता है ना बिजनेस में, वो क्या आता है? इवेंट. क्योंकि वो क्या बताता है? रिजल्ट ऑफ द बिजनेस. ओके, सो व्हेन situation or result created from transaction, that is known as event. Okay, so in business we are doing so many transactions. This just one example. This one example. And whenever we do transaction in business, it is act. It is an act, and from that act, when result and situation is created, that is known as a event. Okay, so this is the meaning of event. Okay, now third one, that is capital. Now what is capital? So an investment made by owner to commence the business is known as capital. यानी कि जो बिजनेस का ओनर होता है वो बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने के लिए बिजनेस में जो भी कुछ इन्वेस्ट करता है ना, दैट इज कैपिटल. ओके, नाउ व्हाट बिजनेसमैन कैन इन्वेस्ट? सो बिजनेसमैन कैन इन्वेस्ट बाय कैश, बाय गुड्स और बाय असेट्स. सो व्हेनेवर बिजनेसमैन मेड इन्वेस्टमेंट टू commence means to start any business is known as a capital. Or whenever businessman brought cash, goods and assets in business from his personal, it is known as a capital. यानी बिजनेसमैन जब अपने घर से कैश, गुड्स, असेट्स बिजनेस में लाता है या बिजनेस स्टार्ट करता है उससे, तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं हम? कैपिटल. ओके, सो दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ कैपिटल. एन इन्वेस्टमेंट मेड बाय ओनर टू कमेंस द बिजनेस इज नोन एज अ capital. Now all those items are included in capital which is provided by owners and their value is measurable in terms of money. इसका मतलब क्या है? बिजनेस में जो भी कुछ बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट करता है उसका वैल्यू कैसा होना चाहिए? मनी में मेजर होना चाहिए. यानी ऐसी कोई भी चीज जिसको मनी में मेजर कर सकते हैं और बिजनेसमैन ने बिजनेस को दी है, तो दैट इज व्हाट? कैपिटल. लेकिन यहाँ पे ये बात भी है कि ऐसा कुछ दिया है लेकिन जिसका मनी में मेजरमेंट नहीं है, तो उसको कैपिटल बोलते नहीं. तो व्हाट इज कैपिटल? व्हाट एवर गिवन बाय बिजनेसमैन टू द बिजनेस विच कैन बी मेजरेबल इन टर्म्स ऑफ मनी. उसका पैसों में गिनती होना जरूरी है. ओनली देन इट इज नोन एज अ कैपिटल, अदरवाइज नॉट. ओके, नाउ capital is recognized or it depends on nature of business. Okay, so here I have done three types of business and it means you can do business by three ways. हम बिजनेस कर सकते हैं, एक ही बिजनेस हम अलग अलग फॉर्म में कर सकते हैं. अलग अलग फॉर्म यानी यहाँ मैंने फॉर्म्स दिखाए 3. जैसे पहला है सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप. एंड व्हाट इज सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप? सो सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप मींस व्हाट? It is a nature of business in which there is only one person who manage the business and who share the profit, है ना? So that is what sole proprietorship, यानी जिसमें एक ही पर्सन है जो बिजनेस को मैनेज करता है, वही मालिक है और वही क्या है? खुद नौकर है और वही प्रॉफिट शेयर करता है, वही लॉस शेयर करता है, वही काम करता है, सब कुछ वही करता है. इसको बोलते हैं सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप. इन सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप ओनर्स गिव कैपिटल, सो इट इज नोन एज अ कैपिटल. इट इज नोन एज अ कैपिटल. In partnership firm partners give capital. So in partnership firm capital is known as what? Partners capital. And in company capital is known as what? Share capital, because shareholders of the company give the capital to the business. Okay, so in this firm one word is common, that is owners gives capital. So in sole proprietorship only one person is owner, that's why it is what? Capital. In partnership, what is partnership? So when we are doing business by minimum 2 persons to carry on for common goal or to earn profit, that is what? Partnership. In partnership firm partners gives money and partners are owner of the business in partnership firm, so it is known as what? Partners capital. And in company shareholders invest their money in the company, so shareholders are the real owners of the company. That's why in company capital is known as what? Share capital. So remember, in sole proprietorship capital is known as what? Capital. In partnership firm partners capital, and in company share capital. In sole proprietorship owners give capital, in partnership partners gives capital, and in company who gives capital? So shareholders gives capital. Okay, so these are the meaning of capital. And as I said, each field has its own meaning, है ना? जैसे कैपिटल, सो हम अकाउंट में कैपिटल को क्या बोलते हैं? इट इज एन इन्वेस्टमेंट मेड बाय ओनर टू कमेंस द बिजनेस. बट जनरली हम कैपिटल को क्या जानते हैं? सो कैपिटल मींस व्हाट? अ स्टेट ऑफ कैपिटल or a capital of country. So in SS meaning of capital is different, and in accountancy meaning of capital is different. So that's why each field has its own meaning of different words. Okay, so this is the meaning of capital. Okay, now businessman can give as a capital cash or goods means जिसका बिजनेसमैन बिजनेस करता है उसको हम गुड्स बोलते हैं. और तीसरा है असेट्स यानी कार दे सकता है अपनी खुद की, है ना, अपनी बिल्डिंग दे सकता है, फर्नीचर दे सकता है. सो ये सब असेट्स भी बिजनेस में वो दे सकता है. सो दीज आर व्हाट कैपिटल ऑफ द बिजनेस. बट व्हेन बिजनेसमैन गिव्स थ्रू द business. Okay, so today we have seen three terminology of accounting. That is, first one is what, business transaction, second one is event, and third one is what, capital. Okay, now you have to write down all these three terminology in your notebooks. Okay, and tomorrow we'll see another three. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.